Welcome to another Your Tech Report video. Today, we're going to configure our very own Glorious GMMK 3 keyboard with Hall Effect. And I've got a special guest to help me along the way. Let's do it. So Glorious reached out to us to talk about their latest keyboard that was just announced, the GMMK 3. This is a very cool keyboard that has a billion combinations, and they actually tested that theory. You can customize that in a very cool online customization tool available right now on glorious.com. And one of the benefits and one of the coolest additions here to this keyboard is something called Hall Effects. Do you want to try to explain what that is?
So Hall Effect is basically, you have certain switches that allow you to adjust the actuation to make it quicker or slower, so it whether it be harder to actuate or light or easier to actuate. The main benefit for this is either for people who are in the workspace or the gaming space. For gaming space, you want the quickest response possible, and they also added something called Rapid Trigger, which basically allows you to actuate the key without even pushing it fully down.
Okay, so actuation is really, in a regular keyboard, it's that point in which the button hits the contact. So which keyboard says, okay, you've touched me. But with Hall Effect, it uses a magnetic field between the top of the key and the bottom of the contact, and you can customize the point at which it makes that contact, which is pretty cool. So from the gaming standpoint, a lot quicker, but also you can do this and customize this on a per key basis. So someone like me who's a video editor, for example, or an audio editor, I find myself accidentally hitting different keys. So I can go in and say, okay, well, I accidentally hit this key too often, so I can make that key trigger at a longer distance, or even a shorter distance from the bottom, so I can't accidentally hit it, which is pretty cool. This is a little bit of a game changer for gamers, right?
Yeah.
So Zach, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the Glorious website, we're gonna check out their new configuration tool and the new GMMK 3 and design a keyboard for you, and maybe I can convince them to let me design one for myself. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So when we said there's over a billion combinations, that's because you could really do anything on this customizer in terms of the frame and everything that goes along with it. So let's actually get started here and let's go build this. Now, they built this based on the car configuration tools when people are designing a new car. So they're calling this boardsmith, which is basically being able to go and almost be like a locksmith or anyhow. Let's get started here and let's see what this process is like configuring our own keyboard. So the first thing that you do here is we want to start from scratch. There's of course some options here for different pre-configured designs, Knight Rider, Pink Parade, Silver Surfer, and all you have to do is add it to the cart. But we're going to start from scratch here, and we're going to hit Design or GMMK. So the first thing we want to do is the base for our keyboard. Okay, so on the base of the keyboard, we have number one, choose the language. So let's go with English. There's obviously Nordic, German, French, UK. There's sizes, so there's a 65%, there is a 75%, and there's a full size. Oh, I'm going to go for the full size, I think. What do you want?
65.
65, okay. Is that like the sweet spot for gaming?
That's like the same size keyboard I use, so
okay,
I'm used to it.
Okay, so now we have wired connectivity or wireless?
I prefer wireless.
Wireless? Okay, let's go wireless. Now, of course, things change depending on what we're choosing here. Switch technology, Hot Swap MX, Standard Hot Swap, or Hall Effect?
Hall Effect.
Hall Effect, okay. So we go Hall Effect. And now we're going to go next, which is the bottom case.
This color is good.
So you like this color?
Yeah.
What's this color called? This Punk Red?
Yeah.
Punk Red. This Volt Lime, Arcade Pink, Arctic Blue, Jet Black, Matte White. Okay, so let's go with Punk Red for you.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to choose the top case. So that's the top area over here.
I want it to match.
You want it to match? But you know, part of the whole process here, but the billion combinations, that you can really mix and match and make this any way you want it.
Yeah.
You have choices in the top. Of course, there's metal, there's plastic, so different materials. Midnight Blue, Sage Green, Jet Black. You see the options here. And if you want plastic, you can go with black or white. So you want to go matching it with Punk Red.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Next, we're going to choose switches.
So I honestly think that my option is probably gonna,
Okay, well, hang on a second. Before you choose, okay? We have three options here. We've got linear Hall Effect, tactile Hall Effect, and clicky. So clicky obviously will make the click as you push it down. You can choose Help Me Choose here, by the way, and it'll actually give you some indication as to the difference, okay? So Fox switches, smooth linear feel with balance resistance. You've got the Fox HE switches, smooth linear feel with crystal clear design. Crystal clear design for your RGB lighting to come through. That's really cool. Then you've got, all the switches are listed here, which is very, very cool in terms of your options. So any step of this process, you can get more information. What are you going to choose?
The Link Standard HE.
Link Standard Hall Effect. Okay, let's go with that. And what's the benefit of that switch?
I just haven't tried it before.
Okay, let's go with it. Next, keycaps. Okay, I love the customization. We can go Windows or Mac OS style. So you want to go Windows. Yes. I'm a Mac OS guy. So we've got Atomic, Pixel Punk,
I've tried
Voltage.
I looked at Pixel Punk and it looked really nice.
Okay.
I love this set, so I think I'm going to go with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I like the gradient sets as backlit, of course, options that let you see the light through it. Polychromas, like this clear thing, which is pretty cool. And as you go through this process here, you can see what it looks like. But you're going to stick with your Pixel Punk.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, the badge. Okay, so top right on the corner of the keyboard is obviously the Glorious badge. And you can customize the color to see any way you want it. Which one are you going to go with? Let me guess. Punk red.
Yeah.
Oh, Zachary. Oh, Zachary. Okay, rotary knob. What's the rotary knob even used for?
Volume, you could customize it to do other things too. You can click on it or you could use it for when you're editing. You could use it for many different things.
Can you customize what it actually controls?
I'm pretty sure you can.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so I'm going to go, let me guess, punk red.
Yeah.
Wow, you're bored. Okay, cable. You can choose the cable. Let me guess. Crimson red?
Glorious gold.
Glorious gold. You see, you're changing this up. I like this. Okay, glorious gold for the cable. And now, typing feel. So this is the switch plate, right? The switch plate is basically the plate that's behind all the keys. And depending on the materials you use, it's going to make it a little bit bouncier or not. So we've got silver aluminum, black aluminum, polycarbonate, FR4 white, brass. If you want a gasket module, so you can add silicone to it to make it even less bouncy or more bouncy. What are you going with?
Let's click Help Me Choose for the switch plate.
Okay. So aluminum, it's used in pre-built boards for its mix of firmness and flexibility.
I'm pretty sure that's the one I will like.
Okay, the brass is dense and rigid. Polycarbonate is super flexible, so it's going to give you a lot of bounce. And the FR4 is balanced and reliable. So you want to go with
the black aluminum.
Black aluminum. Okay, nice and solid.
And then for the gasket module.
Oh yeah, gasket. Which one?
Let's Help Me Choose.
Oh, okay, help you choose. So flex gaskets used for soft foam cushions for keystrokes, like a sneaker air bubble. Okay, that makes sense. I like the description. And firm gaskets, so no foam cushioning. It's going to be really solid.
I think that's the one I'm going to go for.
Okay, firm. Next, we get the overview. So this shows you in real time what your keyboard is going to look like, which is pretty cool. It gives you the summary of everything on the right side here. If you like it, you can add to cart. If you want to go back to something, just click on that and it'll fast forward or rewind to where you were in that spot, and you can change things up, which is pretty cool. And when you're all said and done, you literally go back to the end, to the overview, add it to cart, and check out. That's a really cool process.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a larger keyboard. We're configuring both of them. Hopefully they'll send us both of them, because I think that we're going to be, you don't want to ask for too much, but hopefully we can see both examples of what they look like. I'm going to dive in and design mine. We're going to hit submit, and hopefully we're going to get our keyboards and be able to unbox them together in just a couple days. So there you have it. That is customizing and configuring the new GMMK3 keyboard from Glorious. I'm looking forward to seeing Zach's version. I'm looking forward to seeing my version, which you didn't see me configure here. Very cool process customizing this. Very much like designing your own car with all the features. So check out Glorious's website today if you want to design your own GMMK3. And be on the lookout for our next video where we're going to unbox the creations that we just made. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll catch you on the next video unboxing the Glorious keyboards.